Who is the man expected to take John Key's place as New Zealand's Prime Minister? John Key's shock resignation from New Zealand's top job has left many speculating who will take his place as Prime Minister. New Zealand Prime Minister John Key says he's stepping down in a surprise move. Rough cut, no reporter narration. John Key's shock resignation from New Zealand's top job has left many speculating who will take his place as Prime Minister. Mr. Key is backing his deputy Bill English, who will decide in the next day or two whether he will seek the role. The outgoing Prime Minister will be a hard act to follow, with him proving to be popular among New Zealanders. Mr. English is more of a conservative than Mr. Key, and they have differing views on issues, with the Deputy Prime Minister's opinions a bit more controversial. New Zealand legalized same-sex marriage in 2013, and Mr. Key backed the early stages of the Gay Marriage Bill. He voted for the Marriage, Definition of Marriage, Amendment Act 2013. Mr. English, however, did not believe marriage equality was a priority for the government at the time. According to staff.co.nz, Mr. English deemed the issue not that important, and he thought the problem had been solved with civil unions. When the same-sex marriage bill was being debated, Mr. English said the issue was not at the top of his agenda. "I haven't even considered it, I don't know what's in the bill. I'm focused on the economic issues," he said at the time. "In the big picture, it's not that important. We're focusing on jobs, clearly it's important to some people, but we haven't been focused on that issue, we've been focused on the broader economy." Mr. English has also been vocal about his views on abortion. Mr. Key has said he was in favor of women having the right to choose, but Mr. English is a Catholic with a strong anti-abortion stance. His wife, Mary, who is a doctor, is on a database that lists GPs who oppose abortion. Mr. English is also against voluntary euthanasia, an issue Mr. Key is open to. The outgoing Prime Minister told Newstalk ZB he would even consider euthanasia himself if he were terminally ill. "You just look at it and say, if I had terminal cancer, I had a few weeks to live, and I was in tremendous amount of pain. If they effectively wanted to turn off the switch and could legalize that by legalizing euthanasia, it'd want that," he said. Last year, Mr. English voted against legalizing euthanasia in New Zealand. "My personal view is that the law is where it should be," he told TVNZ's Q&A program. Mr. English is more of a career politician than Mr. Key, who has been in office since 2008. The Deputy Prime Minister, who has been in Parliament since 1990, has 6 children and has been described as New Zealand's straightest politician. Mr. English told the New Zealand Herald he was not uptight, but he specializes in being boring. If the deputy steps up to take on the role of Prime Minister, he will be up against Cabinet Minister Judith Collins. Writing for The Conversation, Associate Professor for the School of People, Environment and Planning at Massey University, Grant Duncan, said the next Prime Minister had post-earthquake reconstruction to think about, as well as house prices and homelessness.